Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about the Quran, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ, that we reveal from the Quran what is cure and mercy to the believers. So the Quran is the cure physically to the diseases physically in the body and in the heart. We were ordered to recite Surah Al-Fatiha in every time we stand in the Salah, pillar of the Salah. We need to change our life according to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us, according to this book. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that the Quran is the thing between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whoever holds fast to it, he would never be led astray.
We will take your calls and answer any questions you may have, as well as help you in your journey to understand the Quran properly. We hope you will join Huda TV and Shaykh Ibrahim Zidan every Monday from 1800 GMT until 1900 GMT for the Quran in depth.
You know, sometimes it's important to take a break. We need to take a break. Take a break from what? From the everyday things to look at what we're really doing as Muslims. That's why we said we really need to have this program for you and for me to take a break right here on Huda TV. Stay with us because we've got a lot coming up on Take a Break.
I say that the translation has been indirectly influenced with the Israelite narrative.
We haven't faced any problems in our preparations.
We can't call it the wise Hajj. In Egypt, you have a huge amount of initiative going on in terms of developing qualifications in different parts of the system.
Reading helps you gain knowledge, but saving the net doesn't help you at all.
They are all welcome to participate in the discussion and the debate about the development of qualifications.
What types of books our children do or should read?
Join me for further discussion of Focus Point.
Huda, a light in every home.
It comes to you the truth and the attribute of the one who created you, that He's one and alone running this universe, that He doesn't become born, He doesn't die, He doesn't eat and then go to the bathroom. This is not God.
We have problems here. It doesn't make sense. Who was Jesus worshipping? Because it's recorded in the Gospels. Despite all of the other issues about the Gospels, we put those aside. We just say it's mentioned there that Jesus worshipped God.
One who protects us from hunger.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. You're watching Ask Huda. Quick reminder of our telephone numbers 0020385555 248 or 249, or you can send us an email at ask@huda.tv. Brother Hassan on the last episode also asked from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He says, I have a friend who supports me financially. However, this friend indulges himself in sin. But when he tries to advise him, he cuts all relationship with him as well as financial support. He wants to know what should he do in such a case.
I believe if this person is doing you a favor, which is a little favor, supporting you financially, you should pay him back by giving him an advice which is much greater favor. Even if you think that might make him cease his support to you. Because in fact, the one whom you're advising him for his sake, he is the one who's supporting you and him. And he's the one who's causing him to support you. So if you're going to do this for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your support is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and it will not cease. And you will be doing him a big favor. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said one of the reasons of the destruction of the children of Israel was because that they lack with regards to giving the advice. And they used to eat and drink with each other, but when it comes to enjoining what's right and forbid what's evil, they would neglect that. And the Quran says, لُعِنَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنْ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ عَلَى لِسَانِ دَاوُودَ وَعِيسَى بْنِ مَرْيَمَ ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون كانوا لا يتناهون عن منكر فعلوه لبئس ما كانوا يفعلون. So a group or a party of the children of Israel were cursed by Isa alayhi salam and Prophet David for their transgression and their sins. Exactly what did they used to do? They used not to forbid the evil. They used not to enjoin one another to what's right and forbid each other from committing the evil. Wallahu a'lam.
We have Sister Aisha from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum. Sister, you're live on Ask Huda. Your questions, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I just wanted to know, like, if love for Allah, is it like really essential, or is it just the fear? Like, whenever I think of Allah, it's like fear that comes first to my mind. Like, I don't want to go to hell. So because of that, I'm doing everything. So, like, out of fear, I'm doing everything. Like, is it being selfish? Because I don't want to go to hell, that's why I'm doing this. Or should there be love also? Like, whenever I think of the Prophet and the Quran, I have this affection in my heart. But whenever I think of Allah, it's just fear.
Okay.
So I just wanted to know, like, how do I develop love for Allah? Or is it essential that it should be there, or only fear is enough?
Okay. Jazakallah khair. Sister Aisha there from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Sister Ammar from Egypt, she says she was pregnant last Ramadan. However, Ramadan is approaching as well, and her baby is just 2.5 months old. She wants to know how she can make up for the last Ramadan, by just paying the fidya or fast, or making up the fast.
Okay. Whenever somebody messes up fasting a certain number of days during Ramadan, then he or she is only required to make up the fasting. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَعِدَّةٌ مِّنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. So similar number of days which you missed, that you should make up by fasting in other days. When you return from your journey, whenever you're resident, and whenever you're healthy, if you are sick, during those days of Ramadan. But if somebody postponed making up those days of Ramadan until the next Ramadan entered and passed, then obviously in this case a whole year passed and he did not have a legitimate reason, such as the woman was not pregnant or the person was not sick for a whole year. So in this condition, the scholars require that person to make up the fasting even a year or two or more later, in addition to paying the fidya, the ransom. For each day you feed one miskin, one meal. Why? For making up for delaying making up the fasting of Ramadan deliberately without a legitimate cause. So if your sister, because you were pregnant, you were not able to fast, and then throughout your breastfeeding and you were weak and you were not able to make up the fasting, and you had to miss the whole year until next Ramadan, then you will be only due to make up the days without the fidya. Unless if you neglect it without a valid reason, then you will have to do both. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, we have Sister Khadija from the UAE. Assalamu alaikum, sister. You're live and ask her questions, please. Okay, Sister Khadija, can you just turn the volume of your television set?
About
Sister Khadija, can you please turn on the volume of your television set before asking that question? Jazakallah khair.
Yes, I did, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I have one question about Umrah. 12 years ago, I did one Umrah. Inshallah, next time I'd like to go for Umrah. I want to behalf of my brother, and he passed away.
Okay.
I can do or not? This is
okay.
Allowed or not?
He passed away, right?
Sorry?
He passed away.
Okay.
He passed away, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got the question.
And I didn't did my Hajj. I have to do first Hajj, or this is allowed? Is my second Umrah? And next question. Which one alcohol is best for the eyes? Alcohol.
Okay.
This is alcohol.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Okay. Jazakallah khair, Sister Khadija there from the UAE. Sister Sabah wants to know, when exactly does a person read the Tahiyatul Masjid for the Maghrib Salah? If he reaches even before the Azan is being called, that means he enters the Masjid just around sunset.
Okay, great. Since Sunnah Tahiyyat al-Masjid, or the greeting of the Masjid, is an emphatic Sunnah, a confirmed Sunnah, the scholars said, in the more right view, and Allah knows best, that what's prohibited or disliked to pray during the 3 disliked times is any unnecessary or voluntary prayer. Such as if you just decide to pray on your own nafs,